We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the three.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
For three. The rebound by Jackson.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight. Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
And the Clippers making a change here. Wall's checked in. And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A., after dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the jam!
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Morant against Wall. Pass to Leonard. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Here's Morant. There's the drive.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
And here's Wall. First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. George outside. Pass to Morris. Stolen by Jackson. From deep, Bane. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Leonard against Brooks. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's George. Pass to Morris. Three-pointer. The Grizzlies pull it in. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Here's Wall. Down low. Here's Zubats. Adams grabs the miss. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Here's Wall. After the basket by Memphis. Pass to Zubats. Over Adams. 6 on the shot clock. They need this. Wall goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
Assertive play by Wall inside. Pushing hard to find himself a shot.
Morant against Leonard. And then Morant with the dunk.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Now here's George. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Morant. And stolen by Leonard. Inside. Knocked away. Now here's George. 4 on the clock. And George with the jam.
Yeah, Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it, and just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Morant against Leonard. Morant, the pass to Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Outside Bain. And then Morant with the jam.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Bain against George. Zubats with a screen on Bain. George passes to Zubats.
Grizzlies foul. Steven Adams. First personal foul. Second team foul.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for LA, Ivica Zubats. 2 shots.
And he sinks the second. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Brooks against Wall. And it's Brooks missing. Here's George. No good. Ja Morant, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Memphis. He made a big impact.
Here we go, fans.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
Well, guys, early on, they're driving the lane constantly, using their quickness to gain an advantage. Look at their points off penetration.
Yeah, getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Oh, the swat by Adams.
And Steven Adams just throwing that one out of the way.
Brooks, the pass to Bain. Fires for 3. He buries it from 3.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Pass to Leonard. Up and over Brooks. Shot by Leonard, no good. Memphis leading.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman. And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
George passes to Morris. Kicks it to George. Outside Wall. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Here's Leonard. Oh, no good again that time. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement. And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Zubats with a screen on Bain. Here's George. That one off the back iron and out. And here's Memphis now. Right now on a 9-0 run. And they get it back. Adams, the pass to Brooks. And stolen by Leonard. It's George on the wing. He's got 5. Here's Zubats. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
Morant against Leonard. Morant with the slam!
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Stolen by Jackson. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. Here's Brooks. Driving inside.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Leonard outside. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. Do you think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Shot's good by Morant.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Here's Wall. Powell outside. And good. Coming on the assist by Wall. Powell's got himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Morant. Outside for Brooks. Fires from deep. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Well, they're clicking on all cylinders right now, beginning to pull away.
Well, game plan might have been good, but you have to bring it together. Right now, their chemistry is something to be admired.
Now Wall. Pass to Powell. From outside the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Brooks right side. Morant against Wall. The offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jackson. Here's Morant. From deep, Bane. He drops it from range. Bane's got 6 points in the quarter.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Here we go, one-on-one. It's stolen. Powell outside. Oh, what an incredible end to the corner.
Wow, incredible indeed. Waits until the very last second to let it fly. Whew.
Oh, man, that's got to be...
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 18. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Hey, we didn't expect this. Not normally a big-time assist maker. He's done a great job moving the ball around.
You can get into a passing rhythm, and so far all of his have been on point.
Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Luke Kennard out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at center, filling out the middle. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue. Williams up top, defended by Jackson. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, great teamwork right there.
Hey, you got to love the finish, bringing it down with some attitude. Jackson outside. Outside Covington. 4-3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3. That's on Brandon Clark.
Well, a key piece in a couple of huge NBA trades. There's no doubt that teams value Robert Covington and his ability to play defense and shoot the 3. Well, I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
Jackson, the pass to Kennard. Rebounded by Green.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Stolen by Jackson. And it's the Clippers on the break. Kennard finds Covington. Back to Kennard. From deep. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe a little too flashy there, and that's unfortunate.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Conchar. Back to Jones. Shoots over Jackson. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
For three, Covington sinks the tray. Covington's got 6 points.
Well, if you look up 3 and D in the dictionary, you might see a photo of Robert Covington. He's bringing that spacing to his offense.
Here's Jones. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Jackson outside. To the paint. Here's Covington. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson. Give him 8 points now.
Yeah, really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Jones against Jackson. Pass to Conchar. To the middle. And stolen by Covington. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Good handles from Reggie. The kids would tell you Reggie's in his bag.
Here's Conchar. Powell covers. Kennard against Green. Jones with the ball. And here's Clark. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. It's a one-on-one situation. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Now Los Angeles with it. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Pass to Powell. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. Kennard outside. The three. It's rebounded by Memphis. 22 was their biggest lead. Jones, the pass to Clark. First free throw is good.
At the line for the Grizzlies, Brandon Clark.
That one misses. The Clippers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. For three, Powell. Batum with a screen on Jones. Jackson, the pass to Batum. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Batum. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Crafty move down low from Batum, just looking past the coverage and trying to find the slightest bit of a shooting window.
Jones from outside. And again, Memphis no good. Now here's Kennard. And so it's Memphis in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They're getting quality looks, and it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for the Grizzlies. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. Shot clock at 5. Jackson against Jackson. For 3, Covington. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over. Morant against Jackson. And it's Morant off the drive. And then Morant with the jam.
And this kind of six slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they played and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Powell passes to Jackson. Back to Powell. Just 5 on the clock. For 3, Covington. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Brooks outside. Down low. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Here's Morant. It goes. He's 10 for 13. So much confidence.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Morris, a screen on Bain. George for 3. And Morant clears the board.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense. Tried to show off just a little bit there, but ultimately didn't work out. You know, he's going to get a few stares from his coaching staff and probably his teammates in the next huddle.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Greg.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals, but without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
The Clippers making a switch here. Wall's checked in.
I mean, during his first playoffs, Dillon Brooks proved he was a big game player, pouring in 31 in his playoff debut, an upset win over Utah.
Back to Morant. Shot clock at 6. Jackson finds Bain from deep three-point range. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. You know, talking about Dillon Brooks, also great in those first ever play-in games, Greg.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the Grizzlies making the playoffs, winning 2 games. Brooks was outstanding in a win at Golden State, locking down the Warriors on the perimeter.
A nice shot by Zubats.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Morant with it. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter. From deep. No good on the shot. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Pass to George. The kick out to Morris. Leonard for 3. Sends it home from three-point land.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Grizzlies.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Ja Morant.
It looked like a couple times they might be wearing him down, but not the case. At the offensive end, he was just devastating.
George's shot is off. And here's Morant. There's 42 seconds left in the final quarter. Jackson finds Morant. From deep three-point range, Morant missing again. Leonard outside. He shoots. And too long on the shot. The Grizzlies on offense. 22 was their biggest lead. Here's Morant. Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. And so Memphis takes this one by a big margin. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this
and sure to be a crowd pleaser, Greg. Two high-octane offenses going head-to-head.
And it's not just run and gun. Each team has a very well-refined attack. And this kind of matchup comes down to which side can maintain their energy through all 4 quarters.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Paul kicks to Booker. Fires the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Feeds it to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Bridges. Outside Crowder. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant.
And that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Ball against Morant. Paul can't get it to go. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
So it's Phoenix now, following the score by Memphis. Paul passes to Booker. The Grizzlies pull it in.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Love watching Jackson on the receiving end of the alley-oops. He definitely won the athletic lottery.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Monty Williams. David, what did he have to say?
Hey, Kevin. Yes, when I asked him about his game plan defensively, he said they were trying to shut off the lane and prevent easy baskets. He knows that may leave open shooters out on the perimeter, but he's willing to take that risk. We'll see if the opponent can make those shots. Kevin?
I thank you, David. And here is Paul. After the three-pointer from Desmond Bane. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Morant on the wing. Bane. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Now, here's Bridges. Now, here's Paul. 5 to shoot. Outer dishes to Bridges to end the cold streak, and that one drops.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Morant against Paul. Bridges inside. Suns moving the ball around. That shot wide open. Booker's got 6.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside. Certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that, boy, that is special.
Now here's Paul. No points in the game yet for him. From deep. Booker, no good.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They were ready to roll right through the tip. There was no warm-up period. There was only, let's do this.
Crowder kicks to Booker. Three-pointer. Sinks the triple. 9 points in the game so far.
Gotta be impressed with Booker's basketball IQ. Superb at scoring off of pick and rolls.
Morant with it. It's tipped. And so it's Memphis. Headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Memphis. Setting the floor for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Ball passes to Booker. Takes a 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Booker looking around. He dishes it to Crowder. Bridges against Brooks. And here's Booker from the arc. Morant with some nice D.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. It's stolen by Adams. And here's the fast break. Floats it up there for Bain. Morant with a wide open look. And the 3 off target. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Phoenix no good that time either. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Bain kicks to Morant from outside the arc. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Stolen by Brooks. Morant against Paul. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Chris Paul picks up that one.
So good at staying in attack mode. When Morant is going at defenses, he forces them to foul him.
Both free throws good from Morant.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. Here's Bain. Outside for Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots from the high post. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Morant's got 12 in the game.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Paul dishes to Bridges. The putback. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Morant outside. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton attacking. Bridges kicks to Paul. And here is Bridges. Driving the lane. The feed to Ayton. And the layup is good. Ayton's got his first basket.
And a strong showing of physical strength there from Ayton. Defenders have their hands full when he's around the rim.
Now here's Bain. Jams it in off the great move.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Booker following the score by Memphis. Ayton. The rebound by Steven Adams. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Brooks the pass to Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Morant's against Paul. Near the three-point line, it's Booker, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Bridges with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
I love the play call. Ayton's a well-coordinated athlete. You know he has the reach. Give him a chance to go up and get it.
Morant with the bucket. 35 seconds left to play in the first half. Morant against Paul. Passes it to Bridges. Now here's Paul. Tight defense on him. Good on that shot, and with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Bridges.
Few create shots as easily as Paul does for his teammates. He is just a great setup guy.
Jackson misses.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the plate and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the contest.
And a talented swing, man. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Booker outside. And a close game so far through the first half.
The Suns, 27.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
We've got Williams, also Green out there. Tyus Jones out there with Clark. And it's Conchar in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jones, no one around him. Green, the pass to Clark. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And the Grizzlies lead by 5. Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. As a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from 3. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the 3-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
Here's Johnson. Brandon Clark picking up that last basket. Payne passes to Shamet. The dish to Johnson. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've led by as much as 10. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Pass to Payne. Beyond the arc. The 3. Another miss by Johnson. Memphis leading by 7.
And how about the impact that Green has on his teammates?
He's been doing it for over a dozen years. A 3-point specialist and a starter for the majority of his career. Great veteran presence for them to have in the locker room.
Phoenix with the ball. Following the score by Memphis. Payne kicks to Saric. Shamet on the wing. 6 to shoot. Screen by Saric. And again, it's the Suns missing. And it's Williams with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Traps in the tray.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives him, not forcing anything.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing out.
Conchar. A putback, and Clark is right there. Clark's got the lead up to 12 now for the Grizzlies.
And all of his athleticism on display there. Clark's work ethic makes him lethal on that offensive backboard.
Johnson, the pass to Landale. Shot from the wing. Johnson down low. He's against Green. They get the rebound. Johnson's shot is off. And the Grizzlies leading by 12. Jones with the bounce pass.
You know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been out of his mind this quarter.
1:16 left to play in the third. And that one's good. Shemet.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Suns trail by 11. To the paint. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Poked away. Down low. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark.
Just didn't get his hands up in time on that one. They weren't on the same page there.
46 seconds left to play here in the third. Now Payne. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Landale. Offline with his three. Memphis with the ball. They're on a 13-5 run here. Shamet with the steal. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Clark. Johnson dishes to Sharge. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Johnson, a wide open look. And the Suns miss again. Williams in the post.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And so it's Memphis, looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. To the middle. Outside Jackson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists in the game. Ball looking around. Kicks it out to Booker. It's Crowder on the wing. Good on the triple.
Great decision making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. Brooks, left side. Loads it up there for Morant.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Ball against Morant. Pass to Crowder. Kicks it out to Booker. Shoots the three. Another three for Phoenix.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
Now, here's Bain. Memphis moving it around. Lays it up off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 14.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Paul. Bridges finds Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Morant. Fires for 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Oh, Morant sinks the answer with authority. He's feeling the competitive fire after that last trade.
Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. Memphis leading by 14. The pass to Morant. Adams with it. Over 8. And that one hits back iron. Suns have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Bridges kicks to Ayton. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Oh, Ayton in position. Booker the pass to Bridges. Booker outside. Jacks up a 3. And there's Bridges on the assist by Booker.
And from long range, Bridges getting more and more comfortable taking and making his share of threes.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Bridges with the steal. And Bridges with a clear path to the basket. Kicks it out to Booker. From the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Grizzlies.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in. And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Bridges with the steal. Payne against Booker. No good with the triple. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Payne passes to Adams. Payne kicks to Morant. Offensive rebound. From downtown. Hands it from downtown. And the Grizzlies lead by 12.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point guard. Just 4 to shoot. The kick out to Morris. Jack's up a 3. And Aiden pulls it down.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
You know what he did? He timed it well and did a good job of contesting without committing the foul.
John Wall, he's checked in for the Clippers. Bridges against Leonard. And he buries his first look.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
Knocks down the long J.
Well, Booker can just bury you from the arc if you let him. He's a pretty efficient range shooter.
Ball against Paul. George outside. Crowder grabs the miss. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
George. Second shot opportunity. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And here are the Suns now. After the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
Grown man strength right there. Ayton just pushing through contact and getting it done.
And Wall, here we go. Pass to Zubats. Stolen by Ayton. And the Suns pushing it up now. For 3, Booker. And the Suns get another 3.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far, and last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Wonderful find by Paul. This offense relies on him to make those kind of plays.
Out to Leonard. Morris outside. 6 to shoot, looking to win the run, and it's good on the lay-in.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Ball against Wall. Paul into the lane. Crowder, the pass to Paul. Now here's Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Ayton's got 8.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now here's Wall. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And the basket by Bridges.
Man, that was fast. They're already up by double digits.
This has been a beatdown right here, possibly over before it began.
Wall against Paul. Leonard passes to Wall. Stolen by Bridges. Wall against Paul. And stolen by Leonard. Zubats inside. Banked it in off the glass. Zubats has got his second basket.
When you use it right, the pump fake's as effective a move as there is.
Ball against Wall. Outside for Booker. And Booker with the jam.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
Here's a three from Paul. The shot off that time. And so it's Phoenix earning this break in the action. Up 10. Great team defense.
And please give a big round of applause for your Sun U10 team.
We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Right now is their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
So here are the five for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the one. Count the basket.
The lift still there for Wall. Awesome to see him competing, especially when you remember that serious Achilles injury.
Wall against Paul. Crowder right side. The kick out to Paul. Back to Crowder. 4-3. They get it back. Here's Ayton. Outside Booker. The three is up. Knocks it down from distance. Booker's got 11.
Fantastic decision making. Ayton electing to move it for the high percentage look.
Zubats with a screen on Paul. And the big finish by Wall.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
Wow. Booker doing whatever it takes to get to the basket. Totally fearless.
Here's George. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Bridges passes to Paul. Back to Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Well, teams are always hunting mismatches. Grant, I'll put it to you here. You prefer a speed advantage or a size advantage over your defender?
Well, BA, it's all about the mismatches. And going back to when I was young and actually had some speed, it was great to be able to have both, depending upon who you went against. If a smaller player guarded you, use your size to shoot right over them. And if a bigger defender was on you, then yes, use your speed to turn the corner and get to the rim. So it depended upon who was guarding you.
Booker finds Paul. Now Crowder, uncovered. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 7 assists in the game.
When it comes to scoring the ball, this is where Crowder's at his best. Off the catch.
Kicks it to George. Back to Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Paul passes to Ayton. Booker against George. Up top, Paul. 5 to shoot. Outside for Booker. Another three for Phoenix.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless.
Phoenix has got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
First taking a foul. First team foul.
That one's off.
At the line for Phoenix, Devin Booker.
Good on the second one. And here are the Clippers now. A 12-point game. Back to George. The Suns clear it. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Pass to Wall. Will it go? And George with the basket on the assist from Wall. George has gotten his first points in this one.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
And here's Crowder from the arc. Another three for Phoenix.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, the reason why they made the adjustments they needed to make. They are executing.
Ball no good. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Booker. Give him 20. Ayton, the screen on George. For three, Booker gets the three ball to go. Booker's got 23 points.
Awfully tough play to defend. When you honor the roller, Booker just takes advantage.
Leonard for three. Connects from downtown.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And players love
Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Phoenix Suns. Oh, what a quarter. He was absolutely on fire offensively. Back to the game. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from Devin Booker.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
They've got Dario Saric, Cameron Payne out there with Landry Shamet. Then there's Damian Lee, and it's Landale in at the 5. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. The Clippers shooting 52% from the floor so far. George with it, and it's Payne picking him up. Leonard, yes, and it's George picking up the assist. Leonard's got 10 points in the game.
So many tools in the bag for Kawhi. Foul line down. He's very hard to stop.
Pass to Shamet. The ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Wall. In transition, here come the Clippers. Here's Morris. And they recover it. Here's Leonard. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Seems like every year Kawhi Leonard averages around 6 or 7 free throws a game. About the same as KD and LeBron.
And he drops the first.
And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Kennard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Ball against Payne. Pass to Shamet. The three ball. Buries it from three. And the Suns lead by 15. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Here's Zubac, and it's slammed in by Zubac.
Excellent pass, PG-13, keeping his eyes up, using his vision.
Payne against Wall. Payne drives. Saric, the pass to Payne. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
Here's Shamet. Counted from distance. Shamet's got 6 here in the quarter.
If you're the D, you gotta chase Shamet off the perimeter. He's too dangerous from outside the arc.
Out of bounds. It'll be Suns ball. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Jackson against Payne. Pass to Landale. Saric with it. Outside Payne. And there's a 3-second violation. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Now here's Jackson. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks it to George. From deep. And again, no good by the Clippers.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space. But that does make it a tougher shot.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
Payne, the pass to Saric. It's stolen by Leonard. Pass to Kennard. Here's Jackson. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 6 assists in the game.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Here's Shamet. George defending. Pass to Saric. Clock at 6. They set the screen. Puts up a 3. Pure from 3-point range. Saric has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. With the floater. Saric with some nice D. Phoenix has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Here's Shamet. He has 6. Back to Saric. From deep 3-point range. Kennard with the rebound for Los Angeles. They've gone 4 of 8 in the third. And he's going for the lob. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Now George. From deep to the paint. Here's Zubac. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Phoenix Suns. Felix. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
So many good point guards in this league. So much responsibility comes with that position. That was a smart play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Paul George out there with John Wall. And it's Kennard in at the 3, the small forward.
Kawhi Leonard will never shy away from carrying the offensive load. He can step up and do that for his team.
The drive by Paul. Outside for Booker. Ayton, a screen on George. Booker fires from way outside. Nails it from 3. Booker's got 26.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
For 3, George. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. And here's Booker. From deep 3-point range. And the Suns get another Another three.
Proving how lethal he can be. Booker's confidence serves as a catalyst for him, draining long shots.
George for three. Drops in the three.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Crowder outside. Back to Paul. Outside Booker. From deep. Leonard pulls down the board. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Kennard. And that one's long.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Low percentage chance. If it's not there, give up the rock. Trust your teammates.
Outside Booker from deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Zubats. Zubats has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's George. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 5 rebounds tonight. Crowder with it. And it's Leonard picking him up. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Outside Booker. From deep. It doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Wall with it.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Leonard. Kennard outside. There's the three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder's got 4 rebounds in the game. Bridges outside. On the wing, Crowder. It's Booker on the wing. From deep three-point range. From beyond the arc and then some. Booker's got 9 points now in the second half.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Suns.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Devin Booker.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
From the top of the key, and the Suns get it back. The kick out to Paul. Here's Booker. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Full 24-second shot clock. "35 seconds left to play in the 4th. Now Paul. Back to Booker. 5 on the clock. Off target from three-point range. And the Clippers with the ball. The kick out to Wall. Pass to Zubats. Back to Wall. George with it. Booker defending. Pulls it in from the elbow. So no problem for Phoenix as they get the win. They didn't have too many problems.
youngsters. Both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And Leonard gets it to go.
This guy loves to help his team space the floor. You have to respect Kawhi's range. He will make you pay.
Here's Morant. Oh!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Zubac with the screen for George to the inside. And the dunk by Zubac.
How about the big guy attacking the rim? The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
And so here are the Clippers following the score by Memphis. Outside for Jackson. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. George with no one around. And another 3 for the Clippers.
How about the range? I mean, that's big time, limitless range. I'll tell you, you better check him when he steps over the line.
Now here's Morant. Going inside. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. George with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Driving in, and then Morant slams it in.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Morant against Jackson. Morant passes to Bing. Outside for Jackson. Morant outside. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
And that's impressive. Morant's ball control and take charge attitude is what makes him so special.
Outside for George. Off target from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And it's Brooks in the corner. Bain against George. Now here's Jackson. He's tightly guarded. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Morant. The Clippers grab the miss. George with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that. Jackson kicks to Zubac. 52 seconds left here in the opening quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant bats for 2. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Leonard, no luck. And Adams has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Morant passes to Brooks. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Morant against Leonard. It's Morant with the drive. Oh, and he misses the dunk. George finds Morris. Stolen by Jackson. The three from Morant. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Kawhi Leonard has been on display for the Clippers. He notched 8 points in the quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Clippers.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. George, with the officials calling slightly fewer fouls, it seems like we see a more physical game on the floor. What do you think?
I think it's a change for the better, Kevin. Obviously, you want guys to be safe, but the defense must be allowed to do their job.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
And Wall kicks to George. Kicks it out to Leonard. The Clippers need to get off a shot, and it's George finishing it off.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
But if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And then Morant slams it in.
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
Morant against Wall. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Bane passes to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Boy, Steven Adams getting into transition. He is a problem in that situation.
George looking around. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Adams with the screen on Leonard. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
In just so many different ways, Morant can hurt you. Tonight, it's been with the scoring.
Pass to George. Leonard kicks to George. Back to Leonard. This one for 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brooks misses. Clippers leading by 3. George passes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Well, Kawhi understands that the team relies on him for consistent productivity.
Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Another miss by Leonard.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Outside for Jackson. Adams outside. And Jackson throws it down.
This kid throws down some mean dunks. Jackson showcasing his athleticism on that one.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Steven Adams picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And George drops them both.
What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Now here's Morant. 20 points for him. And the sharpshooter Mike Miller watching his former team, the Grizzlies, here in Memphis.
And if his presence inspires them, you wouldn't know it from the scoreboard. But make no mistake, one of the great players in their franchise history.
George against Bane. George passes to Zubac. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. He hits both from the stripe. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Morant with a wide open look. And another miss by Memphis.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Grizzlies have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Memphis moving it around. Adams down low. Morris is there. Adams' shot is off. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 6 here in this quarter.
Kawhi Leonard, if you allow him to get to his spots, it's an easy score. In the painted area, that's easy money.
Out to Morant. The 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court.
Substitution on the court.
12 seconds left here in the second. Jones, the pass to Concha. And the wide open shot from Green. They get it back. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Clippers lead by 5. And now we'll send it over to... All right, David, thank you. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batuma's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Kennard in at the small forward. Good on the shot. Clark's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Coaches call that doing your work early. If you are there defensively, it really does not allow for him to establish that kind of excellent positioning down low.
The shot by Batum, no good. Memphis trailing here. Conchar, the pass to Jones. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Outside, Wall. Here's Kennard. Puts up a 3. And again, no good by the Clippers. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Inside, and Williams with the stop.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Clark against Batum. Kennard for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Kennard with the ball. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's stolen by Jones. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Conchar. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Conchar's got the lead up to 8 now for Memphis. Down low, Powell. And nothing is falling for him right now. Grizzlies have gone as spotless, 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. To the middle, here's Clark. And Clark slams it in.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Kennard kicks to Batum. Kennard against Green. Kennard's shot is off. On the wing, Williams. Lobbed up there for Clark. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
There's 1:54 left in the third. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Jackson. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Batum. Takes it out to Covington. Shot clock at 6. Here's Powell. Takes it off the glass.
And with those points, he's able to stop a 15-0 run by Memphis.
Pass to Green. Fires from deep. Powell pulls it in. Clippers trail by 8. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Well, this is how Luke Kennard made his way to the NBA. The knockdown 3. Good night.
Passes to Conchar. 46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. It's not going to go for him. Powell with it, working on Jones. Here's Covington, and the dunk by Covington.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
Here's Conchar. Lobbed up there for Clark. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Kicks it out to Covington. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
You have to be prepared to catch and shoot in all circumstances if you're Robert Covington, and he was ready to rise and fire.
Here's Clark, and it's Clark slamming it down.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Memphis out in front. They lead by 4. Live from the... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Adams is the pivot for him, with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. And the pass to Wall. Pass to Zubac. It's rebounded by Memphis. They've led by as much as 10. To the paint, stolen by Zubac. George with the ball. He's picked up by Brooks. Leonard the pass to George. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
We are talking about a proficient, efficient scorer in Paul George. Go to work, sir.
Pass to Adams. Out to Morant. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's George into the lane, and George with the stuff.
Boy, you have got to love the energy Paul George is playing with. Throws the hammer down.
It's Morant with the drop. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
They've shown no let-up. Penetration, knife it inside. The defense has to tighten it up if they want to slow this team down.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter. Bain against George. Morris with the screen for George. Morris, no good. Memphis leading by 6. And a wide open look for Bain. They get it again. Adams' shot is good.
So many NBA players would tell you Steven Adams is the strongest guy in the league, and he gets after it off the glass.
And Wall kicks to George. Passes it to Leonard. Over Brooks. Zubac. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, his positioning near the hoop, always to his advantage. Just a terrific job to tip that one back in.
The three from Morant. Bangs home the trifecta. Morant's got 30.
And no question, Morant has the range. Now he's working on the consistency, but the shot looks good.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
I'll tell you, we have seen great execution from both teams. Neither one giving an inch here.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Let's remember, this is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Wall against Morant. It's deflected. Here's Zubac. He can't get it to go. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Morant outside. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And now a 10-point Grizzly lead.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Memphis.
They had a fantastic play from the bench.
And this team has great depth, and they showed it in this game.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
You know, many consider this guy the best two-way player in the world, and you love that Kawhi Leonard's defense, he is the guy that finishes. That's appropriate.
Now Morant. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back.
And looking at how these two teams play, it should be a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. Booker with it. He's picked up by Payne. He got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. Good chance here for Booker. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And Jay Crowder moving it to the open man.
Now Morant. Inside. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Adams.
Setting an aggressive tone early, challenging the heart of that defense.
Man, such a heartbreak last year as the Phoenix Suns had the opportunity to return to the finals, and it just felt like they were destined to get back there. That was their most wins in the season in franchise history, and it just didn't play out that way. Well, mid-range is where he makes the money, so when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Adams. Jackson on the wing. Pass to Payne. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
The Suns have gone 1 for 3 so far. Outside Paul. Now here's Crowder. Outside Paul. Out to Bridges. 4 on the clock. For 3. And it's out of bounds. Still Phoenix's ball. And so here's Phoenix. On the wing, Crowder. Morant against Paul. Outside for Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Booker's got 5 points.
Just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip.
Paul against Morant. Misses the layup.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Crowder with a screen. Booker for 3. Booker missing again. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Another shot. Here's Jackson. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Paul. Crowder outside. Outside Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the
clock at 4. And it's Booker again missing.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Fires for 3. He buries it from 3. Give him 8.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Here's Morant driving in. That one doesn't drop. And Phoenix the other way now. Left side Booker. Paul for 3. Another three for Phoenix.
Yeah, defenses cannot let his range go unchallenged when CP3 gets it going from there.
Here's Morant. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant. Memphis calls timeout.
And the other team is running all over them right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Phoenix has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Ball against Morant. Outside Paul. Crowder right side. And the Suns get another three.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
Now here's Bane. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. For 3, Booker. And it's Bane with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. Right wing. Adams finds Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Well, Steven Adams has more skills than just being a screen setter out there, showing them off there.
Ball passes to Booker. Fires the 3. Here's Ayton. And the layup is good off the glass.
Hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
And so it's Phoenix. They have a nice and
Please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth team.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And they've sort of assumed control of this game with their pressure defensively. They've been into the ball handler. They've done a great job of swarming, so they're creating some turnovers that they're capitalizing on.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in its center, filling out the middle. And it's the Suns with the ball. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Here's Bridges. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
From deep. And that one's good. Morant's got 6.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Morant against Paul. Pass to Crowder. Out to Bridges. Ayton passes to Crowder. Bridges down low. Brooks defending. Misses his 4th shot of the night. Still hasn't hit one yet. To the middle. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Pass to Adams. Morant against Paul. Lets it go from the wing. And there's Bane. That one's good. The assist from Jackson. Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Now here's Paul. Outside for Booker. From downtown. And they'll get another chance. The rebound by Jackson. for Memphis. They've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Bain, the pass to Morant. Drives to the hoop. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Pass to Bridges. Back to Paul. And here's Crowder from the arc, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
He's going to punish you if you leave him open. He's more than willing to take the open 3 when he's got it. But what do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? When you think about guys down the stretch who you have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
Now here's Adams. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. From deep, Bain. Crowder grabs the miss.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Booker. Good work defensively by Brooks. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Clark is checked in for Adams. Morant against Paul. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Morant, the pass to Bain. Three-pointer. Sends it home from three-point land. Bain's got 7 points here in the quarter.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Out to Bridges. Pass to Crowder. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Memphis now. They're on a 14-5 run. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
And that was just moving the ball quickly. And he's rewarded at the end with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down. But when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Ayton inside. Guarded by Bain. For 3, Booker. It's all tied in Phoenix. All right, good stuff, Allie. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Landry Shamet is out there with Damian Lee. Then there's Johnson. Then there's Dario Saric. And it's Landale in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1. Now here's Jones. He's covered closely.
Watch outside.
Williams against Saric. And there's the lob. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Man, good whistle there.
First one falls for him. Second free throw, no good. Saric with it. Green picks him up.
The key for Saric is to be out there and be aggressive, because when he plays assertive like this, he's going to draw some fouls.
And that one misses. So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
That's a strange trip, because typically he's pretty much money from there.
Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball.
I know people can't see you, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
The Suns trailing. Here's Shamet. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks down the long J.
Since the second he entered the NBA, Shamet has been great from the three-point line. 42% for 3 as a rookie.
Now here's Jones. Fires top of the key. And that one hits the back iron.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Pass to Lee. Here's Landale. Back to Johnson. Sharich, the pass to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Shamet. Kept alive. And here's Sharich. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Suns lead by 4.
And Sharich, just one of those European players that comes over with the fundamentals. Beautiful play there.
Some room here for Jones. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Shots good by Sharich.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Here's Conchar. Here's Clark. Oh, and again, unable to change momentum here. From deep, Johnson. Doesn't go that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And Williams punches it home.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, BA.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Shamet. Tips it up. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lee's got 5 points.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Williams passes to Jones from the arc.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Conchar. 2 points. That one goes. The Suns have gone 4 of 8 in the third. A minute 42 left to play in the third. Here's Shamet, defended by Jones. The kick out to Johnson. Launches it. Jones grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter.
After taking Cam Johnson 10th in the 2019 draft, the Timberwolves promptly sent him and Saric to the Suns in exchange for Jarrett Culver.
1:11 left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Shamet. Pass to Landale. And stolen by Jones. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Clark, the pass to Williams. Outside for Green. This for the tie. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
A good balance and squared up shoulders. If there's one thing Green does better than anything else, it's nailing catch and shoot Jays.
Now here's Saric. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 5 points in the game.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Now here's Jones. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Conchar can't hit.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Shamet from outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Here's Landale. And here's Saric. Here's Shamet. Nails it from beyond the arc. And now a 5-point Phoenix lead.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
And we've reached the end of the third. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we note, is peripheral vision.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point guard. Now here's Paul. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Jackson with it. Now guarded by Crowder. Bain, the pass to Morant. And stolen by Bridges. And the Suns pushing it up now. And Booker with the jam. And the Suns lead by 5.
You have to be kidding me.
Wow, that's how you take things into your own hands. Here's Morant. Oh,
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Morant's gone 4 for 7 from the field tonight. Paul against Morant. Paul passes to Crowder. Back to Paul. Outside for Booker. Fires from deep. It's kept alive. And here are the Grizzlies now. They trail by 3. Brooks finds Morant. Fires it. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And Bridges, here we go. And it's Bridges with the jam.
Bridges showing off his athleticism. He's able to get in there at full speed and still score.
Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. And he converts the layup. Morant's gotten 4 this quarter.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
Outside Paul. Here's Ayton. Oh, the swat by Adams. Crowder with a steal. 3 on 3. Paul with it. Jackson in his pocket. Paul passes to Booker. The 3 is up. Fires in the triple. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Here's Paul following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Outside Booker. Offline with a 3. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. The 3 from Bain. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson. And it's now just a 1-point Suns lead. Morant against Paul. Up top Booker. Outside Paul. Pass to Crowder. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Booker. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And Crowder out there for the big-time bucket.
From deep, Morant. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Can you say prime-time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
Now here's Paul. Crowder outside. Back to Paul. It's Booker on the wing. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
51 seconds left.
Out of the way!
Wow. Wow. That takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now here's Paul. It's Booker on the wing. To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Jackson outside. It falls!
Finishing through contact. Jackson showing why a 6'11" guy with real shooting ability is so dangerous.
Here's Booker. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Great look, but off the mark.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
Adams finds Morant. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. And so it's the Grizzlies who come out on top here. This was a hard fought.
Let's meet the starting lineup for the business.
Richard, we see so many high-scoring matchups in this league, and tonight will likely be the exact opposite of that.
Well, and that's what happens when you get two defensive-minded teams going against each other. They don't make mistakes, they communicate at a high level, and they play with a ton of heart. I expect this to be a physical, grinded-out kind of game.
Kind of old school, then.
Who doesn't love some old school?
That's right. So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Paul passes to Booker. Back to Paul. George against Booker. Paul with the three. The Clippers grab the miss. And now the Clippers on the break. Bridges with the board.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
Now here's Booker. The three ball. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Part of the evolution of Booker's game, getting consistent from deep.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the fourth guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Kept alive. Kicks it out to Leonard. Goes up again. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Count that bucket.
The wily vet Paul able to score down low.
The Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Jackson. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Booker. Crowder sets a screen for Booker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Good on. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
The kick out to Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. Bridges with the steal. Crowder with it. Leonard picks him up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. For his position, DeAndre Ayton is exceptionally well equipped.
Yeah, are you talking about those long arms, that 7'6" wingspan? Yeah, those will help you knock away a few shots or pluck down a few rebounds out of the air. That is no question.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of them.
Ball against Jackson. Kicks it out to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
George looking around. And the rejection by Ayton.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Outside for George. 2 on the clock. Zubac trying to break loose. It's good.
And once it got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him. .103 left here in the first quarter. With 3, Booker unable to get that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Outside, George. Here's the pass to Kennard. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Phoenix has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Booker, with no one around, drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 8 points.
No, it's just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Zubac, rebound by the Suns. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Bridges attacking. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And here comes Jackson, leading the fast break. Kennard with the ball. That will count.
Paul's a pesky defender, no doubt about it.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns.
And your Clippers, UCC.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Payton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward position.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
So it's Phoenix now. The Clippers getting the bucket. A three-pointer is right on target.
Chris Paul is always thinking pass first. So good at finding his teammates, especially when they're open.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Outside Jackson. Kennard kicks to Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Kennard. Takes the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league. Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
Booker against George. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Crowder, the pass to Booker. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And then George with the jam.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
The drive by Paul. Ayton a screen on George for 3. Booker, no good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. The shot by George, no good. Suns leading by 10. Ayton in the high post. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Booker. And the rejection by Leonard.
And just a big-time shot-blocking threat. Leonard's instincts on defense are just mind-boggling. Knows when to go after the blocks.
The dive for the ball. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Kennard. John Walls checked in for Reggie Jackson. And so it's Crowder with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Bridges finds Paul. Back to Bridges. From deep. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Now, here's Bridges. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. No good. Shot missing.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now, here's Bridges. Booker dishes to Bridges. Kicks it out to Paul. Crowder sets a screen for Paul. Lobs it up to Crowder, and Crowder slams it in.
I've seen CP do this a million times. No one is better at running the pick and roll.
George against Booker. And George with the stuff.
Wow, look at how quick he flashes to the rim there for the finish.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Ayton. 2 points. That one goes. Ayton's got his first points of the game.
And this is where Ayton does the most damage. Inside, feels like he can score on anyone.
Here's Wall. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
On the wing, Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. No good on the last second attempt there.
And that's why he's one of the best.
Thank you, David. And what would you
18, the Suns, 26.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum. And it's Coffey in at the 3. Screen by Sharch. Here's Shamet. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Clippers trail by 5. Now Powell. Greg, Father Time is undefeated, and every player has to make the decision when it's time to retire. How big a factor was age for you?
Well, you don't want to leave anything on the table, but your body will tell you when it's time. I know that was the case for me.
Now here's Lee, following the miss by John Wall.
The knee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Covington, following the score by Phoenix. Outside for Batum, plenty of space, and he hits the jump shot.
An assertive shot by Batum right off the catch. He knew he just needed the ball.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Drills the three-pointer.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
A shot by Batum, no good. Phoenix leading by 8. Lee kicks to Shamet. Out to Saric. Back to Shamet. Down low, and slam dunk by Saric.
And you have to get Saric out of the paint. Once he's inside, he's ready to take it home.
And talking about Dario Saric, a role player, Richard, who does whatever is asked of him.
Yeah, those are the players that you need. You want a guy that doesn't care if he's starting or coming off the bench. This is a guy that just wants to win. And his selfless attitude helps serve as a catalyst for this team.
Now here's Lee. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Coffey. Clippers trail by 10. Outside, Wall. Passes it to Covington. Back to Wall. Takes it out to Covington. And a miss there on the triple. And here's Shag. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points on the wing. Johnson. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. Shamet on the wing. And the Clippers making a change here. Jackson's checked in. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Kicks to Batum. 1:22 left in the third. Pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Great open look there. Howell's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
From deep three-point range, and it's Shamet missing. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. That one falls. Now just a 5-point Suns lead.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Here's Shamet. Suns keep it alive. LA's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Powell, the pass to Coffey. Inside, Batum. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Leonard comes in for Robert Covington. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Amir Coffey. And it's Paul George in for Powell.
Plays hard in every facet of the game. Nothing that Booker can't do.
Zubac, a screen on Booker. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. The third quarter comes to a close. Suns lead by 5. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. Suns leading by 5 on the court for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Here's Booker, and there's the drive, and the dunk by Booker.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
George sets a screen for Jackson. George against Booker. Outside for Jackson. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Off target with his 3. Well, Phoenix shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
Now here's Leonard. Back to George. Clock at 6. Good D by Booker.
Now look, this won't go down as a block, but the D made him change his shot, and that was enough.
Paul kicks to Ayton. Bridges outside. And Ayton throws it down.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
The pass to George. Lets it go from deep. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Here's Paul. Takes it inside. And the wide open shot from Crowder. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Suns lead by 11. LA's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Jackson down low, defended by Paul. Bridges with the steal. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Bridges leading the charge. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Suns. You know, Richard, we don't talk about it much, but Chris Paul's free throw shooting has always been rock solid.
Yeah, we're not going to see teams use a hack-a-Paul strategy, that's for sure. He's been 90% or over multiple times in his career.
Sure. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena, the only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Now here's Jackson. Kennard, the pass to Zubac. And up the court come the Suns on the break. And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist from Bridges. Paul's got 5 points in the quarter.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Pass to Kennard. Outside Leonard. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
John Wall's checked in for Reggie Jackson. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Paul with the bucket.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Now here's Wall. And the Clippers miss again.
Credit to him for trying to get that 3 right back. Missed the shot, but that's a fighter's mentality.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Suns.
When you shoot this well from 3-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Devin Booker.
And he's been a well-oiled machine on offense, keeping things simple in this end, getting the looks that he wanted, knocking him down.
A nice shot by Booker.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Now, here's Kennard. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. And Zubac puts it in.
You'd love to get the ball this close in every trip where you can almost just not miss.
All up top, covered by Wall. Bridges outside. Paul dishes to Crowder. Back to Paul. From deep. Rebound by the Clippers. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession.
Phoenix ball.
And so it's Phoenix easily grabbing this one. This one was over. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's good.